Hello everybody, this is your boy, the Almighty Green. Time comes with a video, but before I get down to the video, I got some more news pertaining to the NFL and the gambling rules, and there are more players to be suspended. But before I get right into it, please comment, like, share, subscribe, notification bell on top. Give me the thumbs up because that would matter the most. And with the thumbs up, my video gets to circulate all over YouTube land, all over social media for your enjoying pleasure. And then after the video is complete, please comment in the comment section below after the video is done. If you don't comment, I understand. You probably don't like the video. If you don't like the video, I understand that too. But anyway, let's get right into it. But before I get started about the NFL rules, I made one video pertaining to the NFL and the gambling situation. So if you want to go down to the bottom of the section of the videos and check out that video as well, you can comment there as well and like the video. Now, there are more players to be suspended by the NFL. Recently added to the list is coach wide receiver keeper returner Isaiah Rodgers. Now, I'm not exactly sure which pick he was by the coach, but he has been suspended by the NFL for gambling. We already know about the Detroit Lions players. They have, I thought it was three, I thought it was two. It's actually one of them, it's actually four. Wide receiver Quintez Cephas, safety CJ Moore, Stanley Berryhill, and wide receiver Jameson Williams. I think Jameson Williams and Stanley Berryhill are the wide receivers, but the Lions have released Cephas, Moore, and Berryhill for the gambling. They've been released. So they're now free agents, and I doubt any team even make any pass at them for their suspension, because the NFL has suspended a lot of these players for 6 months or more. For several games or more, not weeks. Well, actually weeks or games for that matter. We know games played by the week, so per week or more, depending on the suspensions. And another guy added to the list: Washington Commanders defensive end Shanker Tony. Those are the guys that have been suspended by the NFL for gambling debts. And like I said, there's more gambling suspensions on the way. We really don't know, but you know, it gets to a point where you should automatically know to not gamble. They also say that they're gonna start sending officials to all 32 teams about the gambling situations, what you can, what you cannot do. But I wouldn't even try gambling, period. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense to jeopardize your future in the NFL, because sometimes these guys get suspended by the NFL, and some of them never return to the NFL because of that. And I think you only get so many opportunities to return to the NFL after being suspended on any matter for that situation, any situation for that matter. And gambling is no different. It's just that last year it started with wide receiver Quintez. Oh my God! Oh, it started with I'm sorry, not Quintez. It started with wide receiver. I forgot that boy name from the Falcons. Who's the first round pick. Man, I can't think of that boy name for all the money in the world. He was the first round pick by the Falcons. But for some odd reason, he got suspended by the NFL for gambling. And then this past season, he was traded to the Miami Dolphins for a pick, for that matter. But it's just that it's ridiculous. Gambling is crazy. Why would you want to jeopardize your future for gambling? It's a lot of things that you could do with your money. If you want to gamble, find something else to gamble on. It shouldn't really make no difference as far as gambling, because we know gambling is something that is illegal in the NFL and you can't do it. It's just that simple. And sorry about that. I got distracted about something. But anyway, you shouldn't be gambling at all. Everybody knows that. And so when you gamble like that, like I said, you're jeopardizing your future, your career. in the NFL. And then at the same time, you got the CFL and a lot of these other college, a lot of these other pro football programs. Some of them might not even touch you. You know what I'm saying? But then we don't know how the CFL gambling rules go. We don't know how these other pro football gambling rules go. We don't know how they go. You probably can, because the CFL is the second highest paid pro football that you can actually play, because it's a Canadian league. And then you got these other ones you probably can gamble on, because like I said, you don't make much money after if you're not playing in the CFL, you're playing in the other minor pro leagues. You know what I'm saying? You probably can gamble with them. You probably can. You know, it depends. I know the NFL is not having it, so it's just self-evident that gambling got out of control, and these guys ain't got anything else better to do than to waste their time and money on gambling, knowing that they can get caught and get suspended by the league because the sport books. See, I think the NFL check these sport books, that they check and see who is it, any NFL player that played or anybody they know who's betting for an NFL player. They check all that. So I mean, you don't want to jeopardize that. You really don't, because especially if you are a future Hall of Fame player and you get caught for doing that, you might ruin your NFL Hall of Fame career, and you don't want to put yourself in jeopardy in none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that these guys learn to not gamble. But like I said, I can't think of that that guy that played for the Falcons. I can't think of his name for all the money in the world, but I pray and hope that lessons are to be learned and taught behind this. So without any further ado, let me just go ahead and give you guys something to think about, or better yet, how to edit video. It's simple. Don't jeopardize your future and career in the NFL for gambling, or anything that could ruin your career for that matter. Because you only get so many chances in the NFL. You only get so many chances. It is what it is. This is your boy. Sign out. Peace. Enjoy your Thursday.